From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Wednesday morning. We're still tracking this Williams mine fire that's burning in southwestern Yakima County. We'll go ahead and get right into it. And this one did grow yesterday. It grew by about 500 acres. Still a lot of activity on the northern side of this perimeter. And something that's a little discouraging is that containment actually dropped yesterday. It only dropped by 1%, but it just shows you that there's still a lot more work to be done with this fire, especially with all the hot and dry weather that's on the way. Temperatures this morning aren't feeling all that bad. 50s and 60s, 54 for the Tri-Cities, 53 for Sunnyside, 60 for Pendleton. So most of us do need some sort of light jacket as you're headed out the front door. A little bit later today, it's going to be hot, but it's going to be much hotter for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We actually have a heat advisory in place for a lot of the viewing area for a lot of that time frame. Also, it's going to be pretty dry, and the haze could increase a little bit more as we head into tomorrow. So several things to track on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the Washington State Patrol says 19 people were arrested for driving under the influence over the Labor Day weekend, which is more than double the numbers of 2023 and 2022. We hear more on this from Trooper Chris Thorson.
A suspect is now in custody after a shooting spree along a busy interstate in Washington. We have the details on the story making national headlines.
Also ahead, positive news for anyone trying to avoid those pesky mosquitoes. Research on the insect's mating behavior is now helping scientists design new traps. We have the details. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Wednesday, September 4th. We are well into September, well into our week.
I know, it's halfway through the work week. It feels like a Wednesday finally. Every single day that we've had for the past couple of weeks feels like a different day, but today actually feels like a Wednesday
and it's been kind of a weird week because we had that Labor Day holiday.
Yeah, we were working, but
yes.
Weird day or weird week for most people. Yeah. But we're going to start off your top stories now with developing news from the west side. A suspect has been taken into custody following a shooting spree along a busy interstate in Kind and Pierce counties.
6 people were injured overnight Monday and into Tuesday, and those who made it out unharmed are shaken by how close the bullets came. Lenan Nguyen has the story.
It didn't hit my child, thank God. The bullet landed right there.
A terrifying night for one father who wanted to remain anonymous, but shared just how close the bullets came to hitting his wife and young children as they were driving along I-5 in King County.
As you could see, it came really, really close to my wife's face. She had some glass in her eye.
Another bullet came through the passenger window, and investigators believe it traveled out through the front windshield, just barely missing both parents in front.
They were just shooting, and the officer said last night we were the third phone call. The one that really hit me was this one, obviously my son, and then this right here, because it was like, damn, so close. But thank God, man.
Washington State Patrol responded to at least 5 more shootings on I-5, leaving multiple people seriously injured. Troopers had to use tourniquets on 2 victims to try and save their lives. Victims ID'd the suspect vehicle as a white Volvo, and one person on the road was able to provide a license plate, with officers from multiple agencies in Pierce County catching the suspect in the area of University Place.
Lay all the way down on the ground. Hands up, put your hands behind your head.
Even more concerning, investigators say these shootings seem to be just random.
There's absolutely no reason to suggest these were anything but innocent people driving down the road trying to get from point A to point B, and for whatever reason became the victims of this unwarranted, unprovoked attack.
And again, there's no word on a motive. 2 victims are still hospitalized and 1 is in critical condition.
In a crime alert locally, the Washington State Patrol is reporting on arrests made over the Labor Day weekend.
19 people were arrested for driving under the influence, more than double the numbers of the last 2 years. There were more DUI patrols out this year between Yakima and Walla Walla, and here's how the arrests measured up against previous years.
Last year, there were 7 arrests, and in 2022, 9 people were arrested for DUI. Trooper Chris Thorson with the Washington State Patrol says the increase is concerning.
So Yakima and Sunnyside Grandview area had a really big uptick in DUI arrest numbers. It's not acceptable. We don't know why so many people were out driving impaired. School's back in session, so that means we have a lot of new drivers out on the roadway coming and going from school. We don't want any of these young drivers mixed up with impaired drivers at all.
So reminder to be careful out there. Don't drive impaired or distracted.
A car ended up half submerged in an irrigation canal Monday night. Kennewick police arrested that driver for driving under the influence. That car was removed from the canal.
This happened around 8:45 p.m. around the 3600 block of South Gum Street. Matthew Berglund with the Kennewick Irrigation District says there are filters on the irrigation system to clean out anything that's not supposed to be there and chemicals to treat the water. Even so, he says you always want to be cautious because you don't know what's been in the water.
You always want to be cautious. As we always recommend, you don't let your animals or anybody drink out of a canal system just because it is raw, untreated Yakima River. And we all know the Yakima River is notoriously dirty. So you add in the fact that we're also treating it with chemicals, you just want to stay away from it as much as possible.
Berglund says the Kennewick Irrigation District gets calls a few times a year to objects in the canal like couches, washers and dryers, kids' toys, and once a year or so, even a car.
Natural things also get caught in the water like algae, tumbleweeds, and sometimes animals. Turning to fire coverage now, officials are once again urging people to exercise caution as the fire danger is categorized as very high in our region.
This warning following a brush fire in Zintel Canyon in Kennewick early yesterday morning. Crews from both the Kennewick Fire Department and Benton County Fire District 1 responded to a report of a fire in the area of 19th Court and Bunton Street shortly after 3 a.m.
Firefighters located the fire in the southern portion of Zintel Canyon. It was approximately 3 acres in size, burning in trees and brush and moving at a slow pace.
The fire was under control within half an hour and no one was hurt. The cause of the fire is under investigation. September is National Library Card Sign-Up Month, a time to remind everyone of the value a library card can bring.
Yakima Valley Libraries is celebrating by hosting a drawing contest open to all ages. The drawing contest is divided into 3 age groups, 5 through 12, 13 through 18, and 19 and up. Official entry forms can be picked up at any of the Yakima Valley Library branches.
All submissions must be turned in by September 30th. Winning entries from each age group will receive special prizes and have their artwork displayed at the library.
There is an open house in Prosser today for the West Benton Fire Rescue. Firefighters say to bring your whole family for demonstrations, games, station tours, and food. And the open house will take place from 6 to 8 p.m. at 1200 Grant Avenue in Prosser.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, research at the University of Washington has found new information on the mating behavior of mosquitoes, and it could help scientists design new traps. Details are coming up.
But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Craving our world-famous hand-rolled crisp burritos with creamy, bacony, chipotle, smoky goodness? Try our new smoky pork crisp burrito for a limited time. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Say less, get more. Buy one, get one for $1. Choose from Bacon McDouble, McChicken, McDouble, or Hot and Spicy McChicken. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Off the clock? And you're relaxing in that old thing?
Come on, there's a little duct tape. It's good to go.
Well, right now, you can score amazing comfort that's built to last with savings up to 50% during the extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Find huge savings on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Or get 60 months no interest. But don't wait. The extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Bull riding, the perfect fusion of strength, skill, and pure willpower, where 8 seconds of glory will create a lifetime of memories. It's the Challenger Series PBR Kennewick at the Toyota Center September 6th and 7th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com and PBR.com.
Oh, another morning to savor the crunchy nooks and cranny splendor of a Thomas's English muffin.
Tom, which is a nook and which is a cranny?
That's a nook, cranny, 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 nook, cranny. I mean, they should be teaching you this in school. Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
Hash browns are the French fries of breakfast.
Who says it's not French fries that are the hash browns of lunch and dinner?
That's also true.
BOGO for $1. Choose from a sausage McMuffin, burrito, McGriddles, biscuit, or hash browns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Craving our world-famous hand-rolled crisp burritos with creamy, bacony, chipotle, smoky goodness? Try our new smoky pork crisp burrito for a limited time. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Live, Sunday, September 15th, the Emmys come to ABC with awards for Best Drama, Comedy, and so much more.
I'm a winner! Showtime.
Let's begin, shall we?
The Emmys, live Sunday, September 15th on ABC.
Hello there. Watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're seeing some light haze out there for this morning, and there's going to be more of that throughout today. We'll go ahead and show you that with Futurecast. And remember, the gray color, that indicates light haze on the map. So you're going to see a lot of that for today. We'll stop this around 5 p.m. You can see this big area of light haze just sort of blanketing the area. And then as we head into tomorrow, it's going to get a little bit more interesting as the mid to upper level winds are going to shift out of the south. There are a lot of fires burning to our south right now. So the haze overall could turn a little bit thicker. Air quality could get a little bit worse, especially for southern portions of Morrow and Umatilla County. So that is something we're going to be watching very closely over the coming days as our pattern shifts just a little bit. Okay, here is your CodeCast for today for the Tri-Cities. Light jacket stuff for this morning, and a little bit later today it is going to be t-shirt weather, as this isn't really going to be the first day of our heat wave. It technically starts for tomorrow, but it will certainly be hot for today. We're still going to be about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year, and in the sunshine it's going to feel even hotter than that. But like I said, into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's likely going to be the crescendo of this heat wave. So I'll tell you just how hot we'll be. Also, I'll show you if there's any sort of rainfall in the forecast. So all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. The University of Washington says a new understanding about mosquito mating behavior may help scientists deliver new kinds of mosquito traps. Researchers found when male mosquitoes hear a certain sound from female mosquitoes, the male's vision gets activated and they start searching for that female. The research team hopes that they can use this knowledge to develop new mosquito traps for use, especially where mosquito-borne diseases are common. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Howard Amon Park has one less swimming dock. It was removed out of an abundance of caution after reports of algal buildup from the Benton Franklin Health District. We hear from residents and the Parks and Rec Director on what this means in just a few minutes.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Sometimes life is a funny way of turning sideways. Like when your kid decides they're a professional stylist the morning of picture day.
There we go.
Or when your to-do list isn't quite done.
You went to Rite Aid, right?
Or when you're sure you packed everything you need, but you actually need one more thing.
We forgot our prescriptions. We got you. Are we happy?
We are happy.
Find everything you need?
Yep. Yeah, life never really goes the way you plan, but that's why we're here. It means more at Rite Aid.
Discover the luxury of Mr. Mattress, locally owned and operated in the Uptown Mall in Richland. Experience top quality mattresses, bedding, and adjustable bases, all at wholesale prices. Enjoy free delivery in the Tri-Cities. Feel the comfort and quality in every product. Visit Mr. Mattress at 1395 George Washington Way in Richland. Mr. Mattress, your gateway to a better night's sleep.
Healthy, clear-looking skin is always on trend, but as we age, our texture and tone can change. Meet Curve Appeal's Photo Fabulous, an optimally tailored treatment that addresses the early signs of aging and provides noticeable results for pigmentation, age or sunspots, fine lines, and overall skin appearance. Book a consultation today to get camera ready and save up to $750 with the September special. Visit curveappealtc.com to get started.
Thank you for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest the most watched local morning news program in our area. What's new, what's now, and what's next, plus first alert weather every 10 minutes. Wake up with Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now on your side.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here,
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower remodel.
every locally broadcast game, the Seattle Kraken, all season long on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. Not really seeing much out there this morning other than the city lights. Temperatures this morning in the 50s and 60s. You'll probably need a light jacket, but a little bit later today it's going to be t-shirt weather as we'll be about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. Most of us end up in the 90s. Wind should be pretty light except for in the foothills. They could gust upwards of maybe 20 miles per hour. And of course there's going to be some light haze up in the sky. And then for tonight, the winds even in the foothills will calm down, so we'll have calm conditions, clear skies minus the haze. Overnight lows will be pretty similar to what we have for this morning, maybe just a little bit milder, but still in the 50s and 60s. Okay, so we're above average for today, but look at this. Thursday through Sunday, that's really going to be the peak of this ordeal, and a little bit cooler for Monday and Tuesday, but not by much. We're still going to be way above average for this time of the year. And so the National Weather Service in Pendleton has issued this heat advisory in place for the Kittitas Valley, the Yakima Valley, the Lower Columbia Basin, the foothills of the Blues, the Blue Mountains, and the eastern slopes of the Cascades. Different areas, different time frames. They have issued these between Thursday and Saturday, but I think some of these could get extended into Sunday, just given how hot we're going to be for Sunday as well. So if you're going to be outside during that time frame, of course, pack the water, pack the sunscreen, try to take breaks from being in the sunshine and try to stay in the AC if you can. Unfortunately, we're going to be hot and dry. It looks like we don't have any chance of rainfall up until Tuesday, and that chance is a pretty small one. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Haze and heat increasing tomorrow, and then highs finally fall off just ever so slightly for Monday and Tuesday. For Yakima, we'll have low 90s today, but mid to upper 90s for Thursday through Sunday, finally back into the 80s by Tuesday. Then for Ellensburg, near 100 for Friday and Saturday, watching the breezes very closely for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, just given how dry our vegetation is going to be. And we'll have more to say about that coming up a little bit later in the show. For Hermiston, likely hitting triple digits by Friday, a good deal cooler by the beginning of next week. And then for Walla Walla, keeping it hot and dry right through the weekend, but some slight relief is in store for next week.
Thank you, Josh. In Richland, Howard Amon Park is now down one swimming dock. The Parks and Recreation Department removed it out of an abundance of caution after reports of algal bloom buildup. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald has a breakdown on the safety of the water and what the Richland Parks and Public Facilities Director is saying about the future of the dock.
What's your favorite part about swimming over here?
The ducks.
The ducks?
While Bambi here at Howard Amon Park was thinking about the ducks, I was there to talk about the docks. The city of Richland took down the swim dock formerly north of the Fingernail Stage along the Columbia River. Dan Porter is a Richland resident who cycles every day at Howard Amon Park with his wife. When crews were taking the dock down, he says he had to know why.
Oh, I was curious, so I asked the crew that was removing it what they knew about why they were taking it out, and they simply said it's because we have so much of that bacteria, well, they call it toxic algae, that we're trying to reduce opportunities for people to be exposed to it. And I didn't question it a lot.
Chris Waite, the Richland Parks and Public Facilities Director, says the city made the decision out of an abundance of caution, receiving reports from the Benton Franklin Health District for reports of high levels of algae.
What they surmised is basically the eddy here in the river was bringing back some of the algal blooms, and then they were getting trapped at the swim dock. And so, we have two competing priorities.
Those two priorities, creating great recreational opportunities and also staying safe. With the dock gone, water is flowing through once again. However, that doesn't mean people haven't had reactions to its disappearance.
Oh, it's a beloved amenity, and it's always a struggle when you make a decision like this, but for us, safety had to be the top priority. So we recognize that a lot of people have great memories here, and we do too, and that's something that we're mindful of, but in the end, we had to make the decision we felt was safest.
People that live around here don't realize how special this is to be able to go along the path. But it is unfortunate that for whatever reason we do get that toxic algae.
The Benton Franklin Health District has not detected unsafe levels of toxic algae at Howard Amon Park yet in 2024, and this doesn't mean people are not allowed to swim. But Waite says if you do plan to get out on the water, first check with what the health district advises about the conditions. In Richland, I'm Riley Fitzgerald with Apple Valley News Now.
Waite with Richland Park says the city is keeping the dock as they could potentially consider it for a future location, but nothing has been decided. He says it's likely not going to be replaced in its same former location. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, singer Elton John says he's recovering from a severe infection. The music legend shared the news to social media, and we have the details coming up in your entertainment headlines. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
Is that house-made guac going on a Carl's Jr. burger? Smooth, zesty, charbroiled, beefy, melting pepper jack, cheesy, saucy temptation, crisp bacon too. I give. Give in to the guac bacon burger, only at Carl's Jr. Big burger. Good burger.
Welcome to the Drive Like a Pro League. Today we've got Kevin facing off against his Thursday commute. Let's see if he can bring that safety A game. He's off. He makes room for a cyclist, and he's already got pedestrians up ahead. He gets the stop. Incredible. Let's take another look at that. Kevin showing excellent technique. As soon as he approaches the crosswalk, he applies that inside brake pressure. The crowd can't believe it. Be like Kevin. Drive like a pro.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected.
Which is ironic.
Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu.
We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way.
Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus in Kennewick now accepting new patients for primary care. We offer patient-specific solutions for physical, mental, and emotional health concerns. You'll receive quality one-on-one time with our medical professionals and experienced support team. Begin your new health plan with today's best technologies and facilities for the whole family. Play hard, live well at the PC. Call us at 509-783-5465 today.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables.
This is Tony.
Things that I've tried have failed.
And this is Tony's Good Feet story.
Before my arch supports, I felt defeated. But since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain, which still is kind of crazy to me. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out. I would recommend it to anyone. You've tried everything that's not working, give it a try.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
Is that house-made guac going on a Carl's Jr. burger? Smooth, zesty, charbroiled, beefy, melting pepper jack, cheesy, saucy temptation, crisp bacon too. I give. Give in to the guac bacon burger, only at Carl's Jr. Big burger. Good burger.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at applevalleynewsnow.com and our mobile apps.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In entertainment news, Elton John says he's recuperating from a severe infection that's left him with limited vision in one eye.
The music legend shared the news on his Instagram page yesterday. He said the healing process is extremely slow and it'll take a while for sight to return to that eye.
The 77-year-old Rocket Man singer didn't elaborate on the nature of the infection. He thanked his team of doctors, nurses, and family for the care they've given him.
A representative for John did not immediately respond to a request for comment. John officially retired from touring in 2023. Well, Lady Gaga is about to drop the first single from her upcoming album.
The singer teased the October release in a social media post over the weekend.
The new song follows her recent surprise single with Bruno Mars, Die With a Smile.
Little is known about the new album, but Gaga has been working on it for several months.
And the full album is expected to drop later this year or early next year. I cannot wait for that one. It's been a while. Yeah. Well, from music news to movies, we're talking now about the mastermind behind cult classics like Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, and The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Filmmaker Tim Burton was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame yesterday. He was joined at his star unveiling by actors Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder, who have worked with the director on numerous projects.
Burton is known for his imaginative and eclectic storytelling in a career that began in the 1980s. Most recently, he has gained acclaim for his work on the TV series Wednesday.
His latest film, Beetlejuice, don't say it 3 times. It's a sequel to his 1988 feature, Beetlejuice, and it opens nationwide. Oh no!
You summoned him.
Darn it. Well, it opens nationwide this Friday. So what is y'all's favorite Tim Burton movie? There's so many.
Yeah, what about you?
I would say Coraline, because it's based off of Ashland, Oregon, which was the previous market I was in.
I didn't know that, but that is
very
such a
cool.
good one.
I really like Edward Scissorhands.
That's my favorite.
It's a really
too.
Interesting visual piece. Yeah,
it's a good one. Good costumes.
Blend.
Look, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 5:30, calling all local businesses and artists. We have how owners can beautify their business and how local artists can put their personal touch on the city of Pasco.
Also, 7 states have filed a lawsuit to block Biden's new student loan forgiveness plan, which is expected to roll out this fall. We have the details in the next half hour, but first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, social media platform X launches a TV app. XTV is aiming to compete with services like YouTube by offering a range of live channels, including news, sports, and movies. The app allows users to watch videos on smart TVs through Google, Amazon, and LG stores, but Apple TV isn't included just yet. Next, Google is expanding its Android earthquake alerts. The feature now covers the entire U.S. and 6 territories, alerting users to earthquakes with magnitudes of 4.5 or higher. It uses phone sensors to issue warnings, giving users crucial time to take action. Finally, Instagram is rolling out comments for stories, which allows friends to comment publicly on your stories. Previously, stories could only be replied to in direct messages. Well, people can still choose to respond to stories with a DM, and comments can be turned off for any post. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Once in a lifetime is never enough.
Never enough.
For the ring finger,
For every finger.
for right now, for the future, for all the joy, the love, the warmth, the brilliance, for all that is beautiful in life. For all the precious moments, for anywhere, and everywhere. For all the right reasons.
Or just because.
Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. For all who love. Pandora, lab-grown diamonds.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is wow? Sinex, breathe.
It's Macy's Labor Day sale with our lowest prices of the season, like the Radley Sectional $24.78 and the Hedworth Queen Bed $6.74. Plus, don't miss great financing today at Macy's.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, I saw that there was a 100 on your graphic for Friday.
We don't want to see that right now.
Not
in
a typo.
September?
Yes.
That's not 100. I always say that, but I love saying it.
Oh, but it is. And I remember last week we were talking about pumpkin spice lattes and
I know. I can't. I won't feel
the
like
whole
in the
shebang.
spirit now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait, but good things come to those who wait. And we are certainly gonna have to wait because we're gonna have some pretty hot weather as we head into the weekend. Now, right now you're taking a live look at the Columbia River. This view coming courtesy of the Legends Casino and Hotel. Not much to see right now, just given we don't have daylight just yet, but something to see on this map. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s, so it is light jacket weather out there. 54 for Tri-Cities, 53 for Sunnyside. A little bit milder in the foothills of the Blues as we're in the low to mid 60s. A little bit later today, it is going to be a hot one. You know, the heat wave, I guess, technically begins tomorrow. That's when all the heat advisories begin. But today is going to be pretty hot. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. Plenty of sunshine, so it's going to feel even hotter if you're standing in the direct sunshine. But as we have this kind of weather starting to set in, I want to touch on the fire start potential. I want to show you just how dry our vegetation is. It's only going to get drier from here, but I'll show you some of those metrics for today coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. The city of Pasco has launched a first-of-its-kind Paint Pasco mural reimbursement program.
Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma reports how you can put your personal touch on the city that could last years.
The Paint Pasco Mural Reimbursement Program is a way to highlight and promote cultural expansion while supporting local artists. The program offers a maximum reimbursement of $5,000 per property. In order to qualify, your business or property must be located within downtown Pasco. You also would need to own the property or have a written consent of the owner of the building. The mural design must also be approved by a subcommittee of the Arts and Culture Commission before the project begins to be considered for the reimbursement. City officials say this project helps showcase the diversity downtown Pasco has to offer.
We're hoping it's going to really brighten things up. I mean, anytime you have public-facing art, it's a good thing, I think, because you get to see that color and that vibrancy, and you get to show people really quickly what Pasco is all about and what the culture is. And so we're hoping that having business owners be part of the front of that will give us even more variety and even more diversity in the downtown.
The final mural must include a anti-graffiti coating, and the property owner is responsible for maintaining the mural for a minimum of 5 years. Downtown business owners need their mural project completely finished by December 20th this year in order to be reimbursed up to $5,000. Reporting in downtown Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Turning to political news now, Vice President Kamala Harris is set to reveal her second wave of economic proposals today.
Harris will be making a speech in New Hampshire, unveiling some new benefits for entrepreneurs and small business owners. According to a Harris campaign official, she plans to call for expanding a tax deduction for costs associated with starting a business, and to call for removing regulatory hurdles like filing requirements and operational licenses for businesses of a certain size.
It's an attempt by the Harris campaign to appeal to a critical middle-class constituency that could help boost her chances in November.
A federal judge has denied Donald Trump's efforts to move the New York hush money case into federal court, rejecting one of the former president's bids to postpone his sentencing set for later this month.
Trump's attorneys last week sought to move the state case into federal court. They were notably leaning on the Supreme Court's decision this summer on presidential immunity. Trump's team also urged the judge to postpone Trump's sentencing, which is currently set for September 18th. The judge rejected the request, saying no facts have changed since he previously rejected Trump's attempt to move the case last year.
The former president could face as much as 4 years in prison when he is sentenced. He was convicted of 34 counts of falsifying business records.
7 states have filed a lawsuit to block the Biden administration's new student loan forgiveness plan, which is expected to roll out this fall. The group of Republican-led states claim they have obtained documents showing the Department of Education intends to provide some of the student debt relief as early as this week.
The lawsuit claims that would violate a statute prohibiting the education secretary from implementing a rule sooner than 60 days after its publication. Biden's SAVE plan is currently blocked while litigation plays out at the 8th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. The Department of Education declined to comment.
Around the world, at least 7 people have been killed and dozens injured in another wave of Russian attacks on Ukraine today. President Vladimir Zelensky says these attacks happened in the western city of Lviv.
He also says residential buildings, schools, and medical facilities have been damaged. This comes after a strike against a military educational facility in central Ukraine Tuesday morning that killed 51 people and injured more than 200 others. That's according to the country's prosecutor general. Zelensky made an announcement yesterday saying that there will be changes in office that they need to strengthen some areas of the government.
According to a statement by a parliament speaker today, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmitry Kuleba, resigned from his post. And it's a bittersweet week for the Tri-Cities Dust Devils team and fans as they wrap up their season this week.
Apple Valley News Now went out to Giza Stadium in Pasco yesterday and spoke with the team's general manager. He says they are ending the season with a bang by having a fireworks show at the end of the last 2 games of the season. He also says they are planning to make history happen on the last game of the season.
Are hopefully going to be breaking our attendance record again this year. We're right at the end of that. And really for us, that's what we live for, is to break attendance records and get more people out here enjoying Dust Devils baseball. So for me, the biggest thing is the attendance. And hopefully by Saturday, Sunday, we'll be breaking that attendance record. So come out and enjoy that and be a part of history with us.
If you are planning to go to any games this week, the GM says to make sure to purchase straight from the Tri-City Dust Devils official website to avoid overpaying for tickets.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, some videos from TikTok went viral after it showed people going to Chase ATMs and withdrawing what they thought was free money. And Chase is saying this is actually a form of criminal check fraud. We have the details.
The first Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your weather forecast. Keep it right here. We will be back in just a few minutes.
Stacy Lee, KevKView First Alert Weather. Watch tonight.
The savings continue with Cascade Farm and Outdoors' latest mailer. It's the perfect time to get the perfect pair of jeans. Save now on women's premium jeans. Stock up on Golden Fire or Lignetics 40-pound stove fuel pellets. Plus, compare and save on Nutrina NatureWise 40-pound layer feed crumbles or pellets on sale now. Reap big savings with our latest mailer, online or in store at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest, homegrown, honest values.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
I have prepared Thomas's breakfast for you to savor together.
Thanks, Tom. Hey, are English muffins from England?
Heavens, no. They're from the pantry.
Are you from England?
Nay, I am also from the pantry. Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we are having our summertime sales event. Discover our wide variety of buildings, including custom-build options to fit your unique needs. From now until the end of the month, get 20% off all our in-stock inventory. That's right. We offer free and fast delivery, and we're committed to unbeatable quality and service. Come visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds in West Richland and Sunnyside for the best deals of the season.
Watch me. Watch me take the stage. It's okay to stare. Not long ago, it seemed things weren't fair. A face like my friend's, that's all I would want. Now I can smile anytime I'm in front. I feel pretty. I must be a star. They helped me come a long way. I'll show you how far. Watch me. World-class procedures for cleft lip and palate at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Hit by a big truck? It could be from bad air hoses in the brake system. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, and at my law firm, we have a special team that knows how trucks work and what goes wrong. We know how to prove it was a truck's fault. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the experience and knowledge it takes to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck? Our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Get ready to dance, because this morning, the new cast of Dancing with the Stars will be revealed live on GMA. Who will be dancing this season? Just wait till you see. Live only on Good Morning America.
I have someone that I would like to introduce you to. Hey, Dad.
Well, hello, Joan.
I am so excited.
We got a lot of living to do. Life should be fun, and we're not done yet.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have a wide array of temperatures this morning in Kittitas County. 63 for Vantage, but 41 for Cle Elum. And then the bookends of that, we have low to mid 50s for places like Ellensburg and Snoqualmie Pass. In the Yakima Valley, we're either in the 50s or 60s, 53 for Sunnyside, 61 for Union Gap, 59 degrees for Yakima. Light jacket weather there. The same thing for the lower Columbia Basin, where it looks like we're exclusively in the 50s. 54 for the Tri-Cities, 57 for Benton City, also 57 up towards the Hanford site. And then for the foothills, look at this, all of us in the 60s, even some mid 60s for places like Walla Walla and Milton Freewater, but into the 40s in some of the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains and places like Meacham and Ukiah. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Plenty of sunshine. It's going to be some hazy sunshine, and it's going to be hot, as will be about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. So most of the viewing area will end up in the low to mid 90s for today. And let's show you what that's going to do to our vegetation dryness. Remember, the 100th percentile would be the driest vegetation on record. So we're going to be into the 83rd percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties, up into the 77th percentile for the lower Columbia Basin, and into the 78th percentile for the Blue Mountains. So admittedly, it is pretty dry out there now, but these numbers are going to go way up. These are going to look pretty concerning as we head into this weekend and into the beginning of next week. And I'll show you the heat that is going to result in numbers like that. And that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In your business headlines, Costco has officially raised its membership prices for the first time since 2017. Back in July, Costco announced it would be increasing the price, and the hike officially went into effect on Sunday. The cost for a Gold Star membership, which is the basic tier, increased from $60 to $65.
Executive memberships, a higher tier plan, increased from $120 to $130. This will impact about 52 million memberships, and it applies to new signups and renewals. Competitor Sam's Club raised its fees about 2 years ago.
DirecTV is offering some compensation to customers over the blackout of Disney-owned channels. The company is offering credits of at least $20 to customers who have DirecTV, DirecTV Stream, and UVerse services. But customers won't receive it automatically. They have to go to a website and apply for it.
On Sunday, Disney pulled ESPN and other cable channels that it owns from DirecTV's lineup after the two companies failed to reach a new distribution deal. The stations include Freeform, FX, and local ABC affiliates. The outage affects 11 million subscribers. In announcing the compensation, DirecTV said it's pursuing every avenue to get the stations back.
A viral TikTok trend is encouraging people to commit check fraud. Videos posted to the app show people getting so-called free cash from Chase ATMs by depositing checks made out to themselves for large sums of money. They then withdraw as much as they can. Chase says this glitch is actually a form of criminal check fraud.
It centers on a common banking practice that allows check depositors to have access to a portion of their total funds before the check actually clears. The bank says the issue has been addressed and warns people not to try it. Experts say when it comes to bank glitches, it's not your money, and when the bank figures it out, they'll want it back.
There was, again, no jackpot winner in last night's Mega Millions drawing. The jackpot now grows to an estimated $740 million. Although there was no jackpot winners, 2 tickets matched all 5 numbers yesterday.
Those lucky people in Kansas and Michigan won $1 million, and the next Mega Millions drawing is Friday night.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, the signature drink at the U.S. Open that's become so popular, it's set to surpass $10 million this year. We tell you what it is coming up in your morning sprint.
But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your full weather forecast. Keep it right here. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus in Kennewick, now accepting new patients for primary care. We offer patient-specific solutions for physical, mental, and emotional health concerns. You'll receive quality one-on-one time with our medical professionals and experienced support team. Begin your new health plan with today's best technologies and facilities for the whole family. Play hard, live well at the PC. Call us at 509-783-5465 today.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bath Fitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bath Fitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bath Fitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Hey there, are you ready to quackercise? It's the best exercise to get ready for the duck race. I know you guys are ready. Are you? It's coming September 14th. Don't miss your chance to win big at the Mid-Columbia Duck Race. The grand prize is a 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross, plus other fantastic prizes. Support your community, lend a hand, buy a duck, and keep the tradition alive. The Mid-Columbia Duck Race, presented by Toyota and Audubon Auto Care Center.
When Apple Valley News Now first alert weather forecasted weekend thunderstorms.
We're going to see some heavy showers,
especially in Yakima and Kittitas County.
Viewers told us that their phone weather apps didn't mention them.
Weather apps show no rain or thunderstorms in Sunnyside, Yakima area.
The weather app says nothing but sunshine. Who do I listen to?
That Saturday was one of the biggest days of thunderstorms we've seen in recent memory. Trust the Apple Valley News Now first alert weather team to get it right. Unlike weather apps, we're local and on your side.
Welcome to the Drive Like a Pro League. Today we've got Kevin facing off against his Thursday commute. Let's see if he can bring that safety A game. He's off. He makes room for a cyclist, and he's already got pedestrians up ahead. He gets the stop. Incredible. Let's take another look at that. Kevin showing excellent technique. As soon as he approaches the crosswalk, he applies that inside brake pressure. The crowd can't believe it. Be like Kevin. Drive like a pro.
The Jets and the 49ers, Monday Night Football at 5 on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils, and we're starting to see a little bit of that light haze up in the sky. It will end up being a hazy but a sunny day. More on that in a second. First, temperatures mainly in the 50s and 60s. We do have some low to mid 60s in the foothills, but a little bit later today, it will be a hot one. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. So pretty much all of us are going to end up in the low to mid 90s. And again, there will be plenty of sunshine up in the sky, so it's going to feel even hotter if you're standing in the sunshine. Winds are going to be pretty light, could be a little bit breezy, gusting upwards of 20 miles per hour in the foothills. But then for this evening, even those winds will calm down. So we'll have a calm and clear night, and overnight lows are going to be a little bit milder, down into the 50s and 60s. And when I say clear, I mean void of the sky is going to be void of clouds. Not necessarily, we can't necessarily say the same thing with haze, as there's still going to be some light haze up in the sky. Maybe the haze increasing a little bit into Thursday, and the heat is definitely going to increase into Thursday. In fact, it looks like the peak of this heat wave isn't just going to be one day, it's going to be 4 days, from Thursday to Sunday. And then we'll be a little bit cooler for Monday and Tuesday, but we'll still be above average for this time of the year. The National Weather Service in Pendleton has issued this heat advisory in place for pretty much the entire viewing area at some point between Thursday to Saturday. But notice what I have written up here. I extended this out to Sunday just because Sunday is going to be just as hot. And I have a feeling the National Weather Service in Pendleton is probably going to extend at least one of these zones to Sunday as well. Unfortunately, not only is it going to be hot, but it's also going to be pretty dry. We do have a measly shower chance for Tuesday, but that's about it. So things are going to be very crispy out there. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Haze and heat increasing tomorrow. Highs finally fall off by Monday and Tuesday, but only slightly. And then for Yakima, low 90s today, but mid to upper 90s for Thursday through Sunday. Finally back into the 80s by next Tuesday. Then for Ellensburg, near 100 for Friday and Saturday. And again, we'll watch the breezes very closely for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, given how dry the vegetation is going to be. So we'll track the fire start potential very closely. And then for Hermiston, likely hitting triple digits by Friday, a good deal cooler by the beginning of next week. Then for Walla Walla, keeping it hot and dry right through the weekend. Some slight relief is in store for next week, but it's only going to be slight.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 5:49. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
We're going to take you right to the 6 o'clock hour, but first up, here are the 5 local things you need to know this morning. Officials are once again urging people to exercise caution as the fire danger is categorized as very high in our region. This follows a brush fire in Kennewick early yesterday morning.
The fire was reported around 3 a.m., burning 3 acres of trees and brush in the southern part of Zintel Canyon before firefighters put it out. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
A swimming dock has been removed from Howard Amon Park in Richland. The Richland Parks and Public Facilities Director says the city made the decision out of an abundance of caution. The dock was trapping algae blooms, and according to the Benton Franklin Health District, that was creating the potential for unsafe level of toxins in the water for swimmers. Despite the dock's removal, the river is still open for swimmers.
The city of Pasco has launched a first-of-its-kind Paint Pasco mural reimbursement program. It aims to highlight and promote cultural expansion while supporting local artists. It reimburses businesses with up to $5,000 to cover the cost of art on their buildings. In order to qualify, your business must be located in the downtown Pasco area, and the deadline is December 20th.
It is a bittersweet week for the Tri-City Dust Devils and their fans as they wrap up the season this week. Team manager Daryl Ebert says the season will end with a bang with a fireworks show at the end of the last 2 games on Saturday and Sunday. The Dust Devils are close to breaking their attendance record, and Ebert hopes they can accomplish that by the end of the season.
September is National Library Card Sign-Up Month, and Yakima Valley Libraries is celebrating by hosting a drawing contest. The contest is open to all ages and is divided into age groups. Official entry forms can be picked up at any of the Yakima Valley Library branches. All submissions must be turned in by September 30th, and winning entries from each age group will get special prizes and have their artwork displayed at the library.
In national news, Kamala Harris is set to reveal her second wave of economic proposals today. She'll be making a speech in New Hampshire unveiling new benefits for entrepreneurs and small business owners.
According to her campaign, she plans to call for expanding a tax deduction for costs associated with starting a business and a call for removing regulatory hurdles, things like filing requirements and operational licenses for businesses of a certain size.
A federal judge has denied Donald Trump's effort to move the New York hush money case into federal court. Trump's attorneys were notably leaning on the Supreme Court's decision this summer on presidential immunity. The judge rejected one of Trump's bids to postpone his sentencing, which is set for September 18th.
The judge said no facts have changed since he previously rejected Trump's attempt to move the case last year. The former president could face as much as 4 years in prison when he's sentenced, and he was convicted of 34 counts of falsifying business records.
In your business headlines, Costco has officially raised its membership prices for the first time since 2017. The price hike officially went into effect on Sunday.
The cost for a Gold Star membership, which is the basic tier, increased from $60 to $65. The executive membership increased from $120 to $130, and this will impact about 52 million memberships.
DirecTV is offering compensation to customers over the blackout of Disney-owned channels. On Sunday, Disney pulled ESPN and other channels it owns from DirecTV's lineup after the 2 companies failed to reach a new distribution deal. The company is offering credits of at least $20 to customers who have DirecTV, DirecTV Stream, and UVerse services.
The outage affected 11 million subscribers, but customers won't receive the money automatically. They have to go to a website and apply for it. Also, DirecTV said it's pursuing every avenue to get the stations back.
In your health headlines this morning, the Supreme Court is backing a Biden administration plan to redistribute $4.5 million, which was originally for Oklahoma, to now go towards public health funding.
The Biden administration sought to withhold the funds because the state refused to provide patients with a hotline number that could provide neutral information about abortion. Now, Oklahoma currently bans abortions except when a woman's life is in danger, and state law criminalizes the encouragement for someone to have an abortion.
2 regulators are calling for an investigation into Shein and Temu. Consumer Product Safety Commissioners allege that it potentially sells, quote, deadly baby and toddler products. They cited an article in The Information last month that makes the accusations.
It alleges the foreign-owned bargain sites might be selling products that don't comply with U.S. safety regulations. Temu and Shein did not immediately return requests for comment.
In your sports headlines this morning, wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, Ricky Purcell, is out for at least 4 games while he recovers from a gunshot wound to the chest.
Police say the NFL star was walking alone Saturday afternoon when a 17-year-old boy tried to rob him at gunpoint. An altercation broke out and both were hurt and taken to a hospital. Police have announced a possible motive or not announced a possible motive at this time. And Purcell's mother wrote on Facebook that the bullet entered her son's chest and exited out his back, missing vital organs.
He was released from the hospital on Sunday. Purcell was drafted by the 49ers with the 31st pick in the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft earlier this year. The 49ers are set to play their first game of the season on September 9th, where they will face off against the New York Jets. Los Angeles Angels receiver Ben Joyce threw the fastest pitch in the majors this season last night in a game against the LA Dodgers. He came 0.3 miles per hour shy of throwing the fastest recorded pitch in MLB history.
Joyce fired a 105.5 miles per hour strikeout, but this isn't the first time that he's done that. He did it in college when he was a flamethrower at Tennessee.
Well, for the second straight night, the Mariners were on the wrong end of a walk-off. Seattle falling to the Oakland A's 3-2 last night.
With the loss, they sit 6.5 games out of first place in the American League West. Seattle has now dropped 4 straight games, all to teams with losing records. Check this out now. Spectators at the U.S. Open are apparently having a really good time.
Sales for the tournament's signature drink are set to surpass $10 million this year. The Honey Deuce is a mix of Grey Goose vodka, lemonade, and a raspberry liqueur.
It comes in a commemorative plastic cup, and it's topped with 3 pieces of honeydew melon scooped to look like tennis balls. The signature drink does not come cheap, about $23.
You can make that at home. Last year's event saw record-breaking sales of the Honey Deuce.
And over 460,000 of the cocktails were sold at concession stands, topping more than $10 million in sales.
Yeah, this year's sales are expected to break records again as U.S. Open attendance keeps growing. But if you have enough money to attend the U.S. Open, you probably
might have enough money for the drink.
$23.
Yeah. It looks very pretty.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Sure. We could make it. We could try it. We'll have to do it. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6, if you're looking for a new best friend, we have a potential one for you. We meet the intelligent and playful German Shepherd, Zara. That's coming up in our 6 o'clock hour.
And the Tri-City Dust Devils are wrapping up their season this week. We hear how they're planning on making history, also how you could be involved.
And after a little false fall last week, the heat is about to be back on. I'll tell you just how hot. Also, I'll have an update on the Williams mine fire that's going to be coming up at 6.